Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. After 3 days of on and off practice, I think I'm ready because I'm recording this as soon as I got a single victory. This challenge road is number 69, and you've got to earn that meme. It's a single level that is technically endless, but it does have a concrete end at level 20, because it's done in rounds, so you got into round 20. Maximum Metal. Maximum Metal is a frantic first-person horde shooter. Obtain powerful equipment and push through endlessly increasing waves of enemies. That also increase in strength, by the way. A sinister threat is looming over Mafia Town, and it's up to you to save it. Go give it your all. There's a lot of credits here, but don't worry, we will cover the credits by borrowing a bit of footage, because I'm not going to be playing this outside the challenge road for a mod timepiece/mod rift token to see the ending, because I've got to do that again, and I just did it and I want the trophy. So we'll clip in the ending at that point, but you will see that the level design is by, well, the mod is made by Werti 100 or Werti 500 depending on what social media you're on, but level design, writing, programming, sound design, weapons, additional animations, and visual effects were all done by Werti. And I just realised that because of this rating thing, I can't actually see the bar to click upwards. But anyway, we also got musicians VS Void Spartan, additional music by Chutovsky, extra sound design by VS Void Spartan, character modelling by Mad NSK, rigging by Don, the other weapons are by Henquen des Wesen, I'm not too sure how you pronounce that, Mum's Box TV, Mippy228, Atatan, Immortal Soul, Stasser, Y2K99, and Danya, mod icon by Daniel CNR, rounds, I think, up until round 20, I believe so. And they're only playable within the level in this mod. There's a jukebox that costs 1 pon that is not part of your normal wallet, but part of the mod in the thing in order to swap the music, but we'll just leave it for now. Programming help by Catcube, Jazz Rabbit, and Super Inklink. Character animations by Daniel CNR. Special thanks to Catcube, S-Pop, Doka, and Key in Red. That is a buttload of collaborations right there. Massive credits. There is a lot of effort that's gone into this, but this infuriates me. Just because every time I got close to finishing, I got overwhelmed. I'm not trying to lunge forward, but I keep doing so, and I keep jumping into the enemies, but it's because that when you're aiming down the sights, you can basically go for a lunge and cancel dash. You can jump on enemies to do damage. We'll get all into this in a minute, but let's check that configure real quick. Tutorial messages, badge machine music, excuse me. I'm actually going to turn that off because that's really annoying. Weapon lighting muzzle flash, so you don't really need the flash, but you can toggle it on and off with the D-pad down. Pretty sure that is the same as it is in Deep Rock Galactic, actually. Map conversion, conversations, excuse me, so you got like conversations during the levels. I'll try to be quiet or I'll cut myself off in editing. And ADS toggle. Aim down sights a toggle instead of hold. Good for saving your hand some pain on those long runs with laser focus, with the laser focus perk. Which isn't something that you can actually buy. I think that's randomly dropped and I've never had that. But, oh no, wait, no, the laser focus. I know what that is, but I don't get that often. yeah, we'll get into everything as we start, but basically, it is technically endless, but when you hit round 20, that's when the timepiece spawns in, but you have to destroy the timepiece in order to continue going. There is a separate leaderboard within this mod that does keep track of how many rounds you go through. However, you get a penalty by halving what you finish on if you have assist mode on, which I am turning on. Yep, I do not have a regenerative badge on. You do get double your maximum health and regenerative health if you're on assist mode. I don't use assist mode, but I will be for this mod, because this mod locks your badges, so it doesn't matter what I have equipped here, these are dead. In fact, our massive wallet of 25,000 pons is also dead. Only the money you earn within the mod counts, and what you can spend, and whatever you have does not carry back into the main game. Doesn't matter what weapon you have. I am playing as Timmy for this for plot reasons. It is actually a Timmy specific mod. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm playing as Timmy or not. It was a Timmy Day mod. But, yeah, it may sound weird that I am actually using assist mode, but you are down to 3 hits in maximum metal. This is the only way you can actually have a little bit of a cushion, and it will double your health to 6. So that means even if I wanted to, like, I don't know, use any of my hats, or where's the badge I have for... Oh, no. Yeah, here it is. The More Health Plus badge mod, which just gives you regenerative health. That won't take effect in this. And in fact, the assist mode regenerative health that is pre-built into assist mode also doesn't work. All that you get is double health. And you are reduced to 3, so it gets doubled to 6. And I need it. Because I think it's intended for you to play with keyboard and mouse. I play with controller. So I'm not going to learn an entire new control scheme just to beat this, because my turn speed is very bad. So this kind of offsets the difference. So, ironically enough, the free life stipulation within this challenge road doesn't actually matter either. All it means is, please leave after round 20. Do not destroy the timepiece to continue. What are you doing? You're in the challenge road. And even if you grab the timepiece, you will not get to see the ending because it's within the challenge road. It's interesting how it actually works with challenge road. But anyways, let's find out what all this is about. Get ready for some first-person horde shooting action. It is good, but it is very difficult and infuriating. Especially since I'm not the best with first-person games, if you may have seen with Deep Rock Galactic.
You don't remember your old pal? How about I give you a better look?
Realism. No, Thor. You turned the machine back on, didn't you? You bastard!
That's right. Stylized graphics are a thing of the past, kid. Soon, this entire town will be made of nanite and lumen.
Thor, you bastard! I won't let you do this to Mafia Town!
Right, kid. You just don't got what it takes to stop me. But I'd like to see you try.
Just kick a child with a manly voice in the face, why don't you? And we're in the game! Yeah, so 20 rounds. We have pawns, we have ammo, we have a handgun. Use left trigger to aim down the sights, right trigger to fire. These take 3 shots at the start, but I'm shooting them twice and jumping on them. Notice I'm getting multiple pawns. If I just shoot and kill, I only get 1. If you finish off an enemy by jumping on them, you actually get more money. Very good at early points in the game where, you know, there's not that many enemies. You kind of want the money. So, keep that in mind. I like to keep into this room for like the first 3 rounds because you'll need ponds to not only get better weapons, which can only hold 2 by the way, and you'll swap off the one you have equipped in order to get another one. These will now take 4 bullets to kill, so shoot them 2 or 3 times in order to jump on them and do damage. As you saw there, I just took damage. You can only bounce off enemies once before you will in fact take damage. You see that effect that goes across the screen after I jump on an enemy? That means that you've had your free bounce. So you can't abuse it, but it does allow you to jump over the crowd and get over with your post-hit invincibility, so just keep that in mind. Obviously, I was practicing this when not talking, so this is going to be terrible, so if I'm quiet for long periods of time, that will be the reason why. But I'm just trying to build up my money at the moment, because I tried to get enough money to open up an area and get an item that I want at the same time. Because if you open up other areas, enemies can spawn in other areas, so I wouldn't be able to stand here and basically be safe seeing all these enemies come towards me. Also, press B to reload your gun ahead of time. Otherwise, it will just have to, you know, reload as you are not aiming down the sights and you press the shoot button again when you have no ammo. Yeah, this is going to be slow going starting off because I'm trying to soften them up and shoot. When you're aiming down the sights, your bullets technically have a bigger hitbox and can do slightly more damage. But if you're aiming down sights, I'll do it in a intermission between rounds here. Soften you up. Oh, whoops. Thankfully, they're dropping heart ponds for me, which is nice. But as I said, I don't really care about my my score being halved on how many rounds I actually get through, because everything's 2 spawns on the rounds that they are. It's just, you know, halved for the leaderboard because you're playing with a handicap. So I don't really mind about playing it. I just want to get through it. But yeah, if you're aiming down the sights, then press A. You go into a lunge, and you can jump out of it to do your lunge cancel sort of dash thing. Anyway, I want to grab that. Your handgun doesn't get swapped off immediately. It will be if you have it equipped. So I like to have my handgun equipped in order to grab this. There we are. So we got a Victorian 21st, which is like a piercing shot. So if I get into a good angle here, as you saw there, it can kind of pierce. But the shotgun is really good early game, because 1 to 2 shots and it will take anything out. And it reloads incredibly quickly, but you only get 2 shots per round. The Victorian 21st takes a bit longer to reload on shots, as well as when you're reloading the your capacity completely. You have infinite bullets, you just have a limited cartridge limit. So make sure you reload your guns in between rounds. Standard fare for this kind of thing. We've got a speed badge here. You can have multiple perks. That will basically give you a bit of a speed boost when you're shooting enemies, so it gives you like a nice sliding dodge sort of thing. We're on round 5 right now, so I better get ready with my shotgun actually, because we're about to have owls 1 to 2 aiming down the sight shots with your shotgun can kill them in one go. So yeah, they're files that they shoot at you are really annoying to deal with. You can get overwhelmed very quickly. Also, if you do get frame drops during this, that's half intended. Especially since there's a lot of enemies that are going to show up. And it's kind of part of the story.
The whole world. To hell with low poly. To hell with stylized. And most importantly, to hell with indie games.
Thor, you bastard. Indie games are what balance the gaming community. So what if the art isn't realistic? It still has value no matter how it looks.
Now what you say. I get you're a kid and all, but there's no room for your shitty little cartoon graphics anymore.
You bastard, Thor.
Right, so sometimes, well, I say sometimes, after round 5 and I believe on round 13, basically any time that there's going to be like dialogue cutscenes, you will get a capsule where you would want to shoot it immediately in order to have this partner seal for that very round, basically making the round free. It's just so you can actually focus on hearing the cutscene. I mean, it's not free. You still have to, like, actually live. I'm going to swap off the Victorian 21st for the Tommy gun. You're going to have this for pretty much the majority of the run. Oh, shit. Yep, this is what I'm saying. You open up the level more, and technically it's actually a detriment to you because now we've got enemies piling in here. And, yeah, the shotgun's good for the individual enemies, and maybe a couple in front of you. Like this. I like how you can just go bang bang and shoot it off. Bounce off of you. The Tommy gun takes quite a bit to reload, and with the fast fire rate and reload of the shotgun, the double barrel, excuse me. I'm trying to use this a bit more to keep things going. It's working out very well here. I'm just bouncing off the enemies to keep on moving here. Kind of want to build up... How much do I need for this door? Oh yeah, I need 80. I need 160. Basically. So I want to kind of do that before I open up the map a bit more. Right, let's use the Tommy gun. Oh wait, I don't have the badge yet, do I? It actually works very well with the Tommy gun. Let me show that real quick. So I do actually want this. Alright, so we've got the sprint shot. So when I shoot and kill something, I get a speed boost. So if I'm aiming down the sides like this, you can slide around like that. You see those little waves, the anime wave dashes. That's basically what that is. Very useful for when you're just shooting everything and then you're mowing them down, sort of thing. Oh, yeah. Make sure your guns are loaded. Right, it's getting a bit hairy now. Right, this is what I'm saying. Whee! They haven't actually been getting hit that much, which is very nice. Although, again, that's not too bad, but I really want to get to 160 ponds so I can open up the way to the next item and buy it at the same time, which is going to be major. Oh, I only have one bullet. That's not good. Yep. Yeah, I have a bad habit, though, that when I'm trying to jump, even when I'm strafing while aiming down the sights, if you're aiming down the sights at all and you press jump, you lunge forward. And I ever so slightly press A before letting go of left trigger to aim down sights. I'm 2 ponds below. That's annoying. Right, well, again, I'm not going to open that next area because it would just mean that I mean, yes, some enemies will spawn a little bit further away so you don't get completely overwhelmed, but when you're trying to, like, camp and look around, it can be annoying. So I'm sorry if it's fast-paced and all that, and obviously if I die, I'm not going to show the entire playthrough to get back up that point, because I'm going to be taking a similar route. It'll just be like money value if I kill an enemy by bouncing. Really. Right, this is now the time. Open this door. Open the door. Thank you. Prompt has to be on screen as well as the money, and I want to buy this immediately. Right, so harpons only show up when you've taken damage. With explosive HP, the badge I just picked up, harpons will always spawn when they have the chance to, but that's because when they appear, they also explode, doing area of effect damage. So that is very good. So not only has it increased the chance of health spawning in the first place, which is an unintended side effect, which is very helpful. Look at that. Because that harpon showed up, it just went bang and killed everything. So this is basically mandatory, especially if you're not playing with assist mode. Now, I do acknowledge the fact that even with Pink Sunrise, I never used assist mode. This is actually the first time I've had to use assist mode at all in this game ever since I started, well, playing it for myself as well as making it for this project on YouTube. And it's literally just because that I could not live past round 12. I just couldn't do it. Even though, to be fair, I haven't been taking that much damage now, because obviously I've gotten better. It just halves your score. That's the only consequence, other than just living longer. And it's your only way of increasing your health, even though you've already been knocked down by a maximum of 1 from your basic 4. This is actually not that bad of a spot, to be fair. I'm actually doing really good. I need 100 for that, and I need 100 for the next gun as well, which I do want. Right, we've got more owls. In fact, this is the round where I want to go to the beach, actually. So I'm going to head back real quick. That's the jukebox, by the way. So when we get... Actually, I didn't get any prompts for... Huh, interesting. I guess it is random. Yeah, they're all on me now because I just kind of meandered. That's fine. We have a shotgun, and that is what is necessary. 2 shots, back to back, will kill. So when you're aiming down the sights, just go bang bang, and you'll kill one of them. As long as your aim is true. Ah, extra explosive damage from a harpon. Lovely. Harpons, as well as those big capsules that hold the seals, will disappear shortly. So if they appear, you might as well grab them. They will most likely... No, they will most certainly disappear at the end of a round. So if you've just made a harpon show up, and you need the health, and you're in... See? That harpon right in front of me just disappeared. Even though that wasn't there for that long. Round 10, we get a random perk that we cannot buy. I do not like that perk. That perk is crap. You aim down the sights, and then when you fire a bullet, you fire a laser. But I don't find it really accurate at all. So that's actually terrible. I do want this magic refill. This is another perk that you most certainly want. And the reason being is because that when you're randomly shooting, you can sometimes, by hearing the noise of a potion from your brewing hat charge up, if you notice my ammo count sometimes, you'll notice that it'll go back up without me reloading. Like that. That was the magic refill. That is instrumental for low ammo guns. I'm not joking. It can even keep high ammo guns going for longer. Now, I would be doing a lot better here if I were to spend some money on this, I forget what it's called, but it's a revolver. It's a 6 ammo revolver. I could not move for a second. Now I'm stuck. I'm just going to mow them down. Only a certain amount of enemies can be spawned at one time. When you start killing enemies, others will spawn, so you're not always safe. But yeah, the Tommy gun is really good for crowd control as well, because you can just mow them down like this. Right, I do kind of want some... Oh, God. I kind of want some help. There's some help over there. Good, good, good. Yeah, sometimes this area I can get stuck on the chairs and the trees, and sometimes trying to shoot enemies through that archway, your bullets just get eaten for some reason. So, this isn't the best area. If you're fighting enemies in this area, and you have good movement, this could be a good spot for crowd control. But honestly, I just kind of like do the dance of deception, and then make my way back over here, and then mow them down this way, because you will actually hit them. Except for the fact I forgot to load my Tommy gun back up. I think the magic refill was fucking quite a bit there. My gun lasted way longer than expected. The Tommy gun also shoots faster when aiming down the sights, so that can be quite useful. Get shots off a lot quicker. Okay, there's not that many here. I'm going to try and get a bit more money by bouncing off of them. Yep. I didn't mean to kill them by doing that. There we go. It's only a couple more ponds more than what you would actually have, but it does add up. Right, so I need another 70 ponds before I want to push onwards, otherwise it's just going to be a bit unmanageable. Go back to the shotgun for the individual little buzzards that we have to shoot. Just keep checking my blind spots. Yep, I'm stuck. Tommy gun time. Some health. Ah, when you hear that, I guess Vanessa's curse noise, that means a mafia spawned. They're actually lethal. You don't really want to deal with those. The birds are actually probably a lot more easy to deal with as long as you keep moving in angled motions. Okay, I'm at 200, that's good. Right, let's get out of here. Out of my way, you bitch. Give me that. Oh, I got stuck. What the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language, I'm going to swear. I want this. I want to swap off this. We don't want the double barrel. We don't want the double barrel shotgun anymore. We want this now. We shoot rockets. We have the noob tube. Look at that crowd control. And I don't even need to reload it if the magic refill procs. I just get another shot immediately. That's the reload. Putting another shell in there. There we are. Magic refill. Immediately another shot. Boom. And magic refill. Boom. And yeah, this is what I say about the Mafia that we've got 3 to deal with here. No, they don't always spawn in certain rounds. Sometimes I've had them on round 6 when they don't normally... No, not round 6. Round 7 after the seal. Yeah, this is a bad spot. I need to get out of here. I'm going to go back to the beach. But yeah, it's like a... I tried to use the laser there, it's not good. But basically, at a certain point, when they took too much damage, or if it's near the end of the round, and they're all that's left, they will get angry, and they will be glowing like this. So you always need to be dodging out of the way, otherwise they will lunge at you and send you flying, basically. Like that. I keep getting stuck on the rallies. I just need to be in this area to circle strafe, really. Because then you can pop them off with a shot. I'm down to half health. If this was normal, non-assisted, I would be basically dead. Double kill. There we go. Give me that health. Right, that could have went better. I have 100... Do I need 150 to get to the next area? If I can, I want to get there quickly. Elite Owl has entered the field. So the owls that we were fighting earlier with the normal ones, these ones are in lab coats. They are basically just a stronger variant. I want to get up here. Is it 150? Yes, it is. Right, this is the final area. This is where we make our stand for the rest of this. We have Glockies behind us that cost 500. They are the best weapon. With basically this Tommy gun, but like 4 times more powerful. And they also like shoot 3 times as fast as well. And the reload is also insane. They will carry you. And that is not carrying me. That is dying. What did I get stuck on? I need some help badly. Magic refill coming through for the crowd control. This is why you need magic refill and the noob tube. It's going to be the noob tube, and I'll be swapping off the Tommy gun for the for the Glockies. They are actually called the Glockies. I'm not joking. This has actually not been going so bad, except for when I got a little bit low on health there. Yeah, and when I'm trying to get away, I'm jumping a lot. I know that is probably nauseating, but honestly, that's what I need to do to keep moving around. Because you could easily get caught, and you can jump over that railing, which is actually very nice. You can go down there, and if you try to activate the switch, it will say that you need to find a source of power, and it will add some electrical crows into the mix, which are the same as normal crows, but you need to kill 50 of them, basically acting as your power pawns to activate the gate to basically go back to the starting area. I don't bother doing that because enemies can actually spawn in there, and they have to go all the way around the map in order to go around, so activating that gate is actually a hindrance more than a blessing. So I've got 228 pawns. That's not enough to do anything at the moment. We have a badge in the previous area where we got the noob tube, which I do want, because it gives us better bouncing. This is faster reloads, which is really good. And obviously we've got the Glockies, so we need quite a bit of money. So I'm just going to have to grind for a little bit. And by grind, I mean just survive and play the game. Both guns need reloading, that's bad. I'm just letting them build up as I'm loading my guns. Boom! 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 Love magic refill when it works. Because I have had runs where I get near the end and it just never goes off. Or my rockets just don't hit anything and I'm like, why? That was calling foul play, but that could just be a bad run. I mean, I have had instances before where my gun would never reload, no matter even if I was swapping it off, or it just disappears. Sometimes when you get a badge, your gun disappears for a moment, and it can interrupt reloading, which is really bad. Yes, at one point I just couldn't get my gun back, so I was screwed. Okay, the magic reload is pocking quite often right now. I'm pretty happy about that. I didn't even realise I'm at 420 already. I might just go straight for the Glockies. Normally I go for the reload gun first, so that if I'm still... It's because the magic reload has been going on quite often, actually. Because I would be struggling at this point, so I would actually be picking up the quick the fast reload to refill the noob tube a lot quicker. But I'm close to the Glockies. Okay, these guys. If you just hit them once with this, it'll kill them. So they're still one-shottable. And remember, it's area of effect, so you can take out multiple at once. And hopefully they'll drop harp-on, so that will do even more area of effect damage. And magic refill's not procking at the moment. No, there it is. It procced. There we go. Crowd control. Happy days. In fact, let's get the Glockies now. Look how good these are. There we are. Dead. Actually, this pairs well with the aiming focus for the laser. I can let the laser build up and then just shoot.
Handle this level of realism. I'm losing range quickly at that. I have to stop him before it gets too late.
Having FPS issues, Tim? How about I turn on frame gen and NVIDIA DLSS?
This is intended.
There. That should help. Isn't the future of gaming great?
Eh? What the fuck is this? I can't see anything. It's too blurry. This is DLSS. Turn it off.
Fine. Can't do it great. But can't put off buying a better PC forever, Tim.
Right, so the mod itself has sweared more than bastard, so I think we're good on the swearing now, so forgive me if I drop some F-bombs, but yeah. For those who don't know, Thor is that dude with the aviary hat and moustache, and this is basically just an ultra-realistic version of him, or shall we say PS3 model version. Yeah, that's kind of the plot, and to be fair, I do need a new PC as well, and I was debating on it, especially since Black Friday's coming up, but then, you know, Steam machines were announced, so I might hold off. I might just get a dedicated... This PC's still perfectly fine for editing. Except for the rare cases like Pikmin 2 Kaizo, for some reason. But yeah, I might just hold off on upgrading and just do that. So, but yeah, as I said, the seal shows up basically when there's dialogue going to be happening, and that's basically going to be the last of the dialogue. This is the last of our potential quote-unquote freebie. I am going to grab this. The Glocks load so fast. Let's get this. Right, let's get this. Boom. Yeah, at some point, I just keep using the Glocks because I'm just mowing down everything. But yeah, having two of the 3 areas around here blocked off, because I haven't opened them up yet, and I'm not going to open up the gate, so that just gives us, well, frankly, a bottleneck. But I don't bother doing it, so... So we're both good with guns. Round 17 of 20. Can I actually... If I one-shot this, that would be absolutely insane, and my practice has paid off. Because I barely reached a winning streak on the previous one. And I had a better... I had a better loadout of badges, because like the random badge you get after round 10 wasn't this one, and I haven't been using it much here. Also, it's 30 in terms of both guns. When you fire, you shoot 2 bullets. So you're just shooting tons of bullets. For the 30 it's actually displaying, which is insane. Keeping the health flowing, that's good. I actually have enough for the perk near the, oh god. Near the noob tube. I'll get that in a second. Because it helps with bouncing over enemies. You get a bigger bounce, so you clear more distance. So it's very good for maneuverability. But before that blast didn't kill anything. See what I mean? Sometimes it just happens, and it's really annoying. And oh god, I got stuck. I couldn't move. I missed. I'm not getting the magic refill. I'm going back to the Glockies. Because we're at 2 health now, and that's bad. Alright, we're back to max health. We're good. Right, this is going to be the time I'm going to try and flee through here. Right, I want to... Lunge, you fool! This is the one time I actually want you to go fast. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god! That was a mess. I couldn't fire. I thought I had the ammo. Okay, the Mafia's mad. It's being down here is not a good idea. I do not know where I am. Alright, we're good. That was a mess. I probably shouldn't have went down at that moment. And yeah, these Mafia are just walls. They just take so much abuse. I hate it. Especially when they're red, because they beeline to you with vim and vigor, and it just like, can you not just back off? You can bounce on them as well, as you see I have actually been bouncing on them, but it's not been ideal. Also, owls are very easy to take out even with the Glocks. Just look at them, unload a entire double cartridge on them, and they're gone. Right. I think I've got enough, actually. Let me go grab it now. Because we're almost done, and there is one more perk, and it's down here. If I go any further downwards, there'll be 2 more gates I need to open up to loop back to the beach. I need 200. That's bad. I shouldn't have any enemies come behind me, though. Because it's blocked off. It's a dead end. So I'm actually bottlenecking them here and just unloading everything. I mean, I've got enough to get it now. This might actually be alright. And there's no other items that we need on the other side. There is like a Glock here. There's another item behind us if I open the way, but I don't need to bother doing that at the moment. Wow, this is I didn't think to do this. This is working out incredibly well for me. Yeah, I was going to go for the laser there, but that was pushing my luck. I'm at max health, so I don't even need all the health that's spawning in front of me. I think an owl just spawned. And that'll be the executive owls when they make the who noise. Otherwise, it'll just be normal owls that spawn. If I get hit here... Oh no, he's actually just following the line of enemy. I saw that. It's fine. There's health. He's still here. Oh, I killed him. I think you're the last one. You were. Wow, I just took out all of those. And Spectral Retreat. So this gives us massive amounts of invulnerability while we're playing. So, you know what? Feck it. I'm just going to do it again. I'm just going to bottleneck them. Down I go. I don't think they actually go down that way. Yeah, I don't want to actually aim down the sights. It's, I go for my ammo too quickly, so I've actually taken out more by doing it this way. I wasn't intending to do this, but this is useful. It's not going to be useful for the final round, though. I've got to be on my A game for that. And to be fair, that means I've made it to basically the final round, so I can just cut back with all of this when we get back to that point. It will just be the laser badge that will be different. Damn it. But that's the spectral effect. At least I've got to show that one. Just gives us a little bit more maneuverability. Bloody hell, I'm still at max health. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even hear him spawn because of all the booms. And yeah, this is... I'm going to... I can't deal with this. Thank you, Spectral Badge. You let me get away. Oh, shit, that's not good. Right. No more hubris. That'll be my downfall, otherwise. There's a heart pond there. I'll always go for a heart pond. It's probably my Achilles heel, but it's also what heals Achilles. I guess. I mean, that's what they do. Can you die, please? Thank you. Actually annoying. These executive birds are really annoying to deal with. Alright, well the Mafia's gone. Good. You're gone as well. And you're the last one. Alright, here we go. Final round. Oh boy, this is where it gets scary. Right, I want to wait until Maximum Rigged 4 gets over here. There he is. We got to beat him, but everything else will spawn as well, which is the worrying part. So, I'm just going to be quiet, and you just witness what's going on. He can toss bombs, which are telegraphed. He can also come up and punch you, which is in a straight line. And he'll break dance to taunt. That's basically the gist of it. I'm now going to just be going full concentrate mode. Enjoy. I'm stuck. Do not enjoy that. That's not intended.
Smoke on this. Smoke break.
It's not actually a break.
Smoke on this.
It's just him tossing bombs. Probably Molotov cocktails knowing him. I did not mean to lunge. That was a mistake. There's Mafia. Yep, this is where I'm gonna run. I'm getting super hops. Move! Why am I not moving? I'm trying to do the lunges. There we are. Now I'm moving. Fucking hell. The problem is, now I've separated myself from both 4, but all the enemies as well, and 4 will be on you. Where am I? Where'd I go? That was bad. I got a heart pond. I don't know where, but I got one. Because I'm killing birds, but enemies are spawning in again. This is actually a good spot for circle strafe. There's birds. As long as you keep the pressure on everything, you should be able to take everything out just by constantly shooting your Glocks. Your Glockies. I'm stuck! Keep getting stuck here. It's the best place for me to circle strafe, though. Actually better than the plaza, because I haven't opened up the gate yet, so they can't spawn that many places up here. Therefore, I can keep getting heart ponds. That also gives me an ample chance to dodge his punches. Okay, I'm not taking any damage at the moment. I killed the bird. There's another bird. Go back to Glockies. Ah! As long as heart ponds keep spawning, I should be okay. That was a heart pond, and I'm stuck. I'm good. No longer good. So many special effects, I can't see what's going on.
Smoke on this.
No, get out of there. Ugh. Don't lunge at him. I'm trying to jump while aiming down sights, and that's my folly.
Smoke on this.
Go ahead with the bombs. Noob tube. He's firing bombs. Why can't I not fire bombs? Alright, he's on another phase, I think.
Smoke break.
Ah.
Smoke on this. Catch this.
Right, that Mafia needs to go. He's really winding me up.
Smoke break.
I killed the the owl trying to get the Mafia. There we go, he's finally gone. Yeah, you break dancing, mate. That's extra damage for me. Wait, there's no more enemies. Have I really killed all the enemies trying to kill this guy? I think we're almost done then. Have I just one-shotted this in one go? Oh, please tell me that I did this on one go. I've still got 5 hits as well. Dude. And here I was going to be a lot more ragey, I thought. You dead yet? God, he just takes so much damage. And we did it! We did it! First try! Get it! And there we go. Holy shit. I was not expecting to do that in one go. Immediately after getting a single win, practicing this after 3 days of grinding away. And I just hit the record button and I pull it off a second time. Even though I felt I was doing worse because I was talking. And I didn't even have a freaking... I didn't even use this that often. What the hell? But yeah, since nothing's going to happen until I grab that now, hopefully, if I pulled that, that would spawn electrical crows. Kill 50 of them, and this gate will open, which means enemies would then spawn here, which will just be another alleyway for enemies to spawn in and overwhelm you here. So it's actually a trap. But if you did finish 4 up there, you would have to go all the way through the level just to, well, continue the game. Either destroy this, which is how you just continue to rack up a high score, and your score is by how many rounds you do, so you can go beyond 20 and it's just endless, or you actually grab it to get your mod timepiece, that's mod rift token outside the challenge road, as well as have the final cutscene, which we're not going to see if I grab the challenge road version, because it will just kick us out. And as I said about the free life thing, if you fail, it gives you a tally and then it just says try again. So you never actually have 3 lives, and it doesn't matter anyway, it's a 1 life thing anyway where you reset, so, and it's also a 1 level challenge road. But yeah, that I'm actually surprised I did that first try. Like, I don't know what to say. Because I was getting really annoyed. Like, obviously it's supposed to be like an arcade sort of thing, but it... How many tokens do I have? I wouldn't even have enough even if I did this again outside of the challenge road to get the token. I will spend 100 of my 25 grand in Conductor's Village just to buy one, because I won't do it again. Unless I fancy doing it later, but, you know, mulligan at that point, I would be doing it on this file anyway. So, but yeah, that is maximum metal. I'm actually going to end this off by, well, you know it's going to say 69, but I will clip in the cutscene at the end for the end card. But as I said, it just kicks us out straight away once we beat the challenge road. We were supposed to get a cutscene there, so I'm going to clip that in to finish this video off. How did I do that first try? I was expecting to be here for at least, like, an hour. Like, well, we've been recording for 48 minutes, to be fair. But I thought we were going to be here for, like, over an hour. Like, at least 2, maybe 3 attempts. But yeah. It actually says nice when you have 69. That's insane. To be fair, with a difficult, challenging one, yes, I did use assist mode, but ironically enough, your score doesn't get saved if you finish the challenge road. It does if you die. So, I don't even get my score recorded for this file. But we did get the challenge road, so that is amazing. So, I'll leave you off with the cutscene for when you grab the timepiece outside of the challenge road. Just playing it normally, and you decide to finish at round 20 by collecting the timepiece and not shattering it to continue. I don't think there's any more plot after the fact, because this would be the final cutscene for the mod. But that will also give us the credits for the mod as well. So, I'll see you guys for that. As well as any of the other mods that we cover in the future. See you guys then!
They're stronger than I thought, kid. Maybe stylized graphics aren't as bad as I thought. Those stupid fuck heads at Activision told me I was outdated. And I let that dictate my worth as a 2012 era model. Maybe I didn't need to change. It was the gaming community. It helped me see the errors in my ways. I owe you, pal. Stylized graphics are the future.
I love you, Thor.
What?
Oh, see, I thought you were...
No, I am. It's just that I'm just the voice actor.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how, about we sing one last song, Thor?
Good idea. I know just the one.
Hey, shoutouts to my friend Thor. We've gone through some hard times, but today, I'm gonna make it up to you. I wrote this song just for you. I could never get up with the times. It had always felt that I'm suitable as left behind. I had a dream about you all last night, and the place where you are, the small town with a name that everyone pronounces differently. I love you infinitely. I want you permanently. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Just another problem. Just another entry in my book. Just another fancy, dirty look that made its way over to me. But I think you're perfect below the ankle and above it. You're something else. And I think you're perfect below the ankle and above